Hey guys, it's Lorenzo from Board Riders Review. I got a really cool board here. It's kind of an honor to be riding this thing. It's from Carl Eckstrom, and he's one of the first innovators in the 50s to start designing boards with an asymmetrical tail. Really interesting board. There's a lot of shapers that are starting to kind of jump on the asymmetrical, but Carl's been doing them for a long time, and with the help of Richard Kempven, he's been able to make really good boards. This one is a 5.6 on the short side and a 5.8 on the longer side, and the unique thing about this is that it's got two different rail lines on it. If the short rail line here is my heel side, so if you're regular footed, this would be your heel. So it's got a really nice outline where it turns a lot sharper on your heel side. Sometimes guys struggle a little bit going heel side or doing cutback, so they shorten the radius and put a nice little outline to the template of the board, so it makes for some really nice and snappy turns if you want. They also put the double fins on the heel side, which give it some good hold. On the toe side, they put a bigger fin, but they drew out the outline on the template of the board here, so it's a little bit longer. So toe side, the best way that it rode for me was when I rode it like a fish. So the wide part is a little bit past the midpoint towards the top of the board. So, but it really flowed. When you let the board do all the work, it turned into a really nice, smooth riding board. And then if you wanted to get too far out ahead on the flats, you can just kind of whip it around and do a nice sharp cutback. One of the cool things about this is he did some work with Hydroflex, and Bufo Brouwers, who brought over Hydroflex, did a really unique thing to this board. They put what they call a shark skin. It's the Bufo shark skin, which he's brought over, and basically it made the board a little bit rougher than a sanded finish. So it's a thinner coat of so-called resin, but what it does, it top coats itself with water, so you have a thinner coat, lighter board, and it creates speed, so it doesn't have any water tension on it, so it's designed to go faster. Really stoked about that idea on the board, and a lighter, thinner coat of resin on the board. So, Bufo is always coming up with cool new ideas, and I like everything he's made, and when he's hooking up with Carl Eckstrom, it's a good combination. So, for more information, you can look up Carl at Hydrodynamica, or you can look up Bufo Brouwers, or look up Hydroflex, and check out the boards that Bufo makes, and also he makes some stuff for Carl. So, really fun board. If you want to try something different, go check him out and see if you can get your hands on one of these. So, until next time, we'll see you out in the water. Peace.